Oh, there you are! Hello and welcome to Dominican Republic. My name is Siana. I want to say my name is Christoph Columbus, and I'll tell you 10 things you should know about Dominican Republic before you visit. We have spent here wonderful 10 days and we have experienced both with sightseeing, traveling on our own, and the luxurious doing nothing resorts. So without further ado, let's hop on the boat and sail through the information. Number one, as always, what documents you need, visas, vaccination, etc. Good news is Dominican Republic is a place for tourists, so you don't need normally any visas. All you have to do is register yourself online. You'll get a QR code that they'll ask for at the airport. That information applies only for Europeans, and I know also for Brazil. You don't need any vaccination. There are no tropical disease known to be widely spread here, so that's a good thing. And generally, I think it's very easy destination to come. What you have to count with though is very long queue at the customs. We arrived at Santo Domingo. We thought like, okay, it's not the touristic small airport, it will be better. It was not. We stayed there an hour and a half in a very slowly going queue, and they want you to pay for the fast queue, so I think they're not really motivated to make it any faster. But once you're behind the customs, you're in the country and you can start enjoying yourself. Number two, driving, transportation, etc. My first advice about driving in Dominican Republic is don't drive in Dominican Republic unless you have 20 plus years of experience in driving in Central and South America. You will probably get your automatic car, but that's where the easy part ends. The driving here is fast, is quite rough. There are 3 lanes, perfect, 5 cars can fit in. The bikes, the scooters, everything, especially in bigger cities like Santo Domingo, it can be very overwhelming. Also pay a very good attention to the speed limits. There's police, and I think actually they are waiting for the tourists and they are stopping you if you go 1-2 kilometers faster than the speed limit. You'll pay a fine. And since we don't speak Spanish, we definitely don't want to go anywhere to the court, and they know it. You bet they'll ask for money. Happened to us. I'm sharing my experience for you to pay attention. So if you don't use the car, what are your options? Don't count that you just take Uber for the whole day and it will drive you around the island. No, it's not that kind of country. But if you want to visit Punta Cana city, or if there is one particular place that is not too far that you want to go to, yeah, you generally can. To get to the center of Punta Cana, $15-20. Not terrible, considering it's 20 minutes drive. It's quite steep. Number 3, geography. Dominican Republic shares the island with Haiti, and it's not the biggest island. You can probably get from one part to the other in one day without big trouble. It has a huge cities like Santo Domingo, huge coastline for you to enjoy your summer vacation. We visited the capital. We've spent 2 days to do some sightseeing. I would say it's a little bit chaotic. The whole city, lots of people want to make money of the tourists, which is natural, but I don't know, I felt a little overwhelmed. Definitely don't forget to visit the Columbus monument because it's absolutely brilliant. Number 4, people and languages. The language of Santo Domingo is Spanish, so if you speak Spanish, bravo, perfect for you. You'll have a very easy holiday because everybody here speaks Spanish. If you happen to be like me and don't speak Spanish at all, good luck to you. Like, they could just say the word, right? Café, but they'll put like the whole long sentence with the conditionals and everything in it, and you have to be really paying attention if there's the word coffee somewhere in the sentence. But definitely try to say at least por favor, please, and gracias for thank you. People will know that you're trying and they might try it in reverse. People in Dominican Republic are super chill. They are very, very friendly. They would love to talk to you, which with a little bit of language barrier is sometimes not as easy as you would wish it would be. Just in the very touristic parts, keep in mind. So if somebody is like extremely helpful, especially when you're going to withdraw money or exchange money, I would probably avoid that. Food. I didn't know Dominican food much, to be honest. I knew Cuban food a little bit from a restaurant in my city, and of course I know Mexican food. So I imagined it's something similar and nothing will surprise me, right? That there'll be some nachos, there'll be some fajitas, and that's it. But actually the Dominican specialty, mofongo, oh my God, guys, if you come, go to some nice, good local restaurants and get yourself some mofongo. I never thought, when I tell you, you'll be like, Yana, you drank too much of the rum, didn't you? No, seriously, guys, bear with me. It is plantain, banana, and pork cracklings. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds everything but delicious, but it actually is. Now let's talk about hygiene. Yeah, I have to always share with you my experiences with the toilet in different countries. I'm so sorry, guys, but like, I'm doing this for people who are like me, who just get off the plane and they need the toilet. They don't allow to put the toilet paper in the toilet. It's very common in most of South America. I know Brazil does it too. By all means, don't drink tap water. In terms of if you're gonna get sick here, me as a test subject, I can tell you that I wasn't like super sick. I wasn't like out of order. I was just like mildly uncomfortable one day, and I needed a toilet, let's say 2-3 times a day. But also my boyfriend, who's never ever sick, had a little runs as well. So it's not aggressive, but like everyone might experience it. For me, the solution was to Ersephorils and to Cuba Libres or rum and coke. The weather. We are here in November. I would tell you that it's a perfect time of the year to come because it's probably not as hot as it would be in July or August. It's still incredibly hot. The only thing, I was a little bit worried that it's a hurricane season. But honestly, either we were lucky or it's not yet the full hurricane season, because yeah, the only thing that happens here every now and then is a storm, a little rainstorm in the evening. Usually when we want to go to the cafe or dinner, there's just like a really, really strong shower, but in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it's done. And yeah, you're good to go again. And it chills the air, cleans the air, so I'm not mad at it. Money. The currency of Dominican Republic is Dominican pesos. You can't probably get it elsewhere, so you have to exchange here. But frankly, if you're going to the resort, you just need a few, maybe just dollars. You don't even need pesos for tips. But other than that, I don't think you need money at all because you have everything paid, everything covered. And if you decide to go for the trips, I'm pretty sure you can pay with a card in your local currency. Be careful with the exchange rate so that it's not too bad. Always try to figure out if it's better for you to pay in pesos and your bank transfers it, or you first have it transferred to pesos. I think it's always better when your bank does it because they give you a more favorable ratio. If you are very, very active and you want to do something every day, even those options are here. You can go to Santo Domingo, as I mentioned. There are other cities around that are worth exploring. They also have natural beauty. They have some of those caves with fresh water, and they have like a monkey land where you can go and play with some monkeys. So there is definitely like attractions. Also, if you watched my video about Mexico, Xcaret, there is an ecological park as well where you can go and spend the day more active way. So don't worry that you would have to be stuck in the hotel. But let's get a little bit reality check on these kind of trips that are done with the travel agencies. I already learned it the hard way in Mexico. When you go for such a trip, you'll spend 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon, just wasting time, picking other people up, getting with the transport from one transport to another. So out of the 12 hours you have for your trip, you'll waste 6 hours completely, 2 more hours, let's say, on a boat if you're going to an island or something. So you will be left with 2-3 hours of enjoying the activities you actually paid for. Be mindful for that. If you're bored to death and you will do anything, go for your trip. But be ready that it's gonna be a lot of waiting and you'll need some patience to pack with your towel. Last point, should you come visit? Absolutely. If you are that kind of person who doesn't like to do too much, like who doesn't like to sightsee a lot, who just wants their resort and peaceful holiday, do nada for a couple of days, you will just love it here. The luxurious resorts will just make you feel like royalty, and you'll have just time to chill out, get into the sea, into the pools, learn to dance some local dances, and generally have the wonderful time. So that's it. That's the whole video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why don't you give me a Columbus thumb up? And you can subscribe to my channel. I upload every Sunday. Thank you very much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day, and bye!